Welcome back, 2.9ers. On Spooktober, today we're going to use our spirit fingers to summon some spirits. Let's go.
Hey, listen up. Before we start our weekly scheduled podcast, we'd like to cover our asses. The content in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes alone and should not be interpreted or construed as official advice or instruction of any kind. We're blowing a 4.0, so please listen responsibly and enjoy.
We gotta get a smoke machine.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
Don't mind my producer in the closet. It's just a demon trying to come out of his lungs. He's good, though.
I'm fine. Everyone's fine.
All right. Reddit stories. We're going to be reading about Reddit stories because it's Spooktober, and in honor of that, we like to get creepy. Oh my god, laughing hurts so much. If you don't know, my sciatic nerve is acting up, and it's great. All right. On Reddit's True School...
We're already knocking it out of the park.
On Reddit's True Scary Stories, we have one that's talking about skinwalkers. It says, did you encounter a skinwalker? Or was this something else? That means ... Alright, so Reddit has already labeled this strange. This experience is one I never shared with anyone besides my brother. When I was about 13, I was living in rural BC. What is that?
British Columbia, I'm assuming.
Good job. One night I was in the hot tub on the deck outside, just watching the woods, taking in the silence. It was around 2-3 a.m. and out of nowhere, how fucking cool. It would be 2-3 a.m.
It's the witching hour, baby.
And out of nowhere, this very large wolf, bigger than one that I've seen by far, came out of the woods. I remember its coat being a shimmery silver and its bright, piercing green eyes. That's weird. As this wolf was walking along the fence of our paddocks, right?
Yes.
It locked eyes with mine, and we kind of just stared at each other as he walked past me. Both alone in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. What happened next till this day instantly makes my spine shiver. As the wolf walked past, he walked towards our barn with our horses in it. It became darker as it entered the barn, but the other side of the barn still had a bright light illuminating the outside that I could see clearly. This wolf, as it entered, halfway through, it went from the shape of a wolf to a very large, broad-shouldered person. The horses didn't make a single sound, and this person rounded the corner towards the open field but didn't emerge from the other side, and I never saw it again. My brother had his own encounter with the same wolf, I'm guessing. He told me that he woke up randomly one night from the feeling of being watched. He then looked out his window to see a very large wolf walking away from his window, so I'm guessing it was watching him sleep. I wonder if her brother is broaded, like a broad-shouldered man.
Oh.
This place we lived at was old. I'm going to correct some grammar. This place we lived at was an old native ground. Our barn was an old schoolhouse where the Catholic priest would put the native children. It even had the old desk and chairs inside of it still. My brother and I both see children's faces in the panes of glass from that barn, and lights turning in randomly. Okay, there's a lot of
spelling errors.
Sorry. And lights turning on randomly. We had closet doors slam repeatedly for minutes at a time. Footsteps and feelings of being watched. In my room, I saw glowing red eyes on the ceiling, and I hid under my covers till morning. Anyways, my main subject for this post was what I'm more seeking answers for is, what did I encounter outside in the middle of the night? After I looked around myself, the closest thing I could find was skinwalkers or wendigos. But from what I read, these creatures has deformed features. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm reading this, but I'm trying to correct her at the same time. Skinwalkers or wendigos, but from reading about these creatures, they have deformed features of things that make them uncanny or straight up horrific. Nothing struck me abnormal about this wolf besides its massive size, till it literally changed its entire form in front of me. I know this is a long-winded read. Sorry, I'm not a great storyteller.
Or speller.
And there's just so much that I experience at this property that this just scratches the surface to everything. The wolf incident is something I've never really been able to grasp and always wanted some kind of answer because it feels and sounds unbelievable. Oh. Someone says, I would say you saw a witch or warlock medicine man. Many of the tribes have stories about these. What is that? I'm sorry, some of the comments. One comment.
Listen, if you're in an old house, I would check for radon, lead, and carbon monoxide before I start telling ghost stories. Don't! Not to be a poopy pants about the story.
You're being a poopy pants about the story.
But like...
That's creepy. That's creepy. As in Zon.
What's creepy is the tumor you're growing from all the shit you're breathing in.
She's not growing a tumor.
I know, it's already there.
Oh my gosh. That's I don't know if it would be a skinwalker though, because skinwalkers take the form of anything that they see. They like take you over. And if you want to know more about this, my friends in LA, Gina and Zon, they produced a movie that I edited, and that talks about skinwalkers. And then they're also producing a TV show. But they have done so much research into skinwalkers, and they pretty much take you over, if that makes sense.
Have they figured out that the skinwalker noise is just mountain lions yet?
Are you saying mountain lions are skinwalkers?
Yes.
Next story. Ow. I moved too fast.
No, but every time somebody's like, oh, I think I saw a skinwalker, there was this horrific scream, and then someone links the sound of a mountain lion caterwauling, and they're like, oh, that's exactly what I heard. It's horrifying. Animals make some horrifying noises.
Oh no, I know they do. There's times where I look at Lily and I'm like, what the fuck just came out of you?
Yep. You want to know whose house is haunted?
My mom's.
The one you're living in now. That place is definitely haunted.
Oh, okay. So you want to hear some creepy shit that's been going on?
My brother, I'm fucking with you.
I'm not, though. Comment down below your scary stories. We want to know and we want to hear. I'm going to love you so much. Bye.